All right, well, the cashless welfare card, Indu card, whatever you want to call it, that's been a bugbear of yours as well for quite some time. I remember on this program, Albo absolutely categorically ruling it out if there was a new government in the coming months or even the next year. You will try and enact some legislation to make this happen.
Absolutely. Next week, I'll be introducing a bill to the Parliament. I formally gave the notice yesterday, so it's on, to scrap the government's cashless debit card scheme. This puts our money where our mouth is. We said that Labor will fight this scheme, and we are, and a Labor government will scrap the scheme. Now, the government could bring that legislation on next week for a debate, let all members vote. We know there's members in the government that don't like this scheme. Time will tell whether they'll do it. But this scheme, if left unchecked, will see all-age pensioners and social security recipients, if Scott Morrison's re-elected, forced onto this cashless welfare card, taking 80% of their pension and social security payments. The government says, it's a good scheme, it helps people manage their money. We've had years of trials, the evidence is clear, and the Auditor General of the Commonwealth looked at the evidence and said it doesn't stack up. It doesn't back up the government's claim. So it's time to stop wasting money on this privatised welfare, cancel the $70 million contract with Indu, release the secret contract and fess up how much money they've wasted.
Yeah, the government say that you're running a scare campaign on this and that they don't plan on privatising the pension as a welfare payment, if you like. I mean, the Prime Minister and others have actually been caught out saying that pension payments are welfare. I disagree with that. I mean, somebody who's worked their entire lives and paid taxes and helped build this country, the last thing they want to be told once they try and enjoy their retirement that their pension is a quote-unquote welfare payment, and certainly they wouldn't want to be told how they need to spend it.
Well, it's the Prime Minister and Pauline Hanson. They're on a unity ticket here. They say the pension is welfare, both of them, peas in a pod. But the government introduced legislation last year to give themselves the power to force all-age pensioners onto the card. Now, Labor pushed back on that, but ask yourself, why? Your listeners aren't stupid. Why would the government introduce legislation to allow them to force all-age pensioners onto the card if that's not what they wanted to do?
Wow.
Now, they did get some through. They've already got the power to force pensioners onto the cashless debit card in some cases, and there are pensioners on it right now. And, Anne Ruston's been clear. She said, the reason we haven't done it, I quote, in major cities is because we need to deal with the technology issue, which we're now close to resolving. So this is a real thing, and Labor's up for the fight. This scheme does not help people, it hurts people and wastes public money.
All right, good to have you on as always, Julian. Have a good day. We'll talk to you again next week. Thank you very much, Julian Hill. There on the program, and I think that's an important piece of legislation. I don't know how it'll go, considering obviously he rightfully claims that One Nation are on a unity ticket with the federal government on this cashless welfare card. But I would hate to see pensioners being told how they have to spend their money.